Alright, picture this. It's 2:47 a.m., deep in the Panamanian jungle, and the night's getting torn apart by the crack of gunfire, loud as a damn thunderstorm. I'm crouched behind a half-collapsed wall, heart pounding like it's trying to escape my chest, listening to my buddy, Sergeant Danny Torres, whisper into his radio, voice tight. Mayday, Mayday, coordinates 8.123, 4 degrees north, 82.5678 degrees west. We're under heavy fire. Need evac now. Nothing but static comes back, like the universe itself is ghosting us. I'm Lena Carter, ex-Marine sniper, now working private security, and let me tell you, this ain't how I thought my night was gonna go. 8 hours earlier, I was cleaning my rifle in a dusty camp 20 clicks south, just another gig guarding some oil company suits poking around for black gold. I'm 34, 5 feet 9 inches, with a faded hawk tattoo on my forearm and a scar splitting my right eyebrow. Picked that up in Ramadi, not a story I tell at parties. Used to be Staff Sergeant Carter, one of the Corps' best shots, till Colonel Nathan Reed screwed me over, got me kicked out with a dishonorable discharge that still stings like hell. Now I'm freelance, running protection for corporate types in places like this humid, foggy jungle at 1,500 meters up, where the air's thick and the moonlight barely sneaks through. My Barrett M107's polished to a shine, suppressor on my Glock 17, and a K-bar knife strapped to my leg. Because out here, trouble don't send a courtesy text. The job was supposed to be routine. Keep the suits safe from local gangs and whatever's left of the old narco crews running these hills. But then my radio picks up a distress call, not on my usual channels. Old Marine habits die hard. I keep an ear on military frecs. It's a SEAL team, call sign Triton 8, pinned down 15 clicks northeast, begging for backup. 6 guys, low on ammo, surrounded by 40-some cartel gunmen from Los Lobos. I plot the chords on my map, and my gut twists. This ain't my mission, but those are my brothers out there. I grab my gear, hop on an ATV till the terrain turns to mush, then hoof it, moving slow, 50 meters every 10 minutes, night vision goggles painting the world green and gray. When I get eyes on the scene, it's a nightmare. 3 rings of cartel fighters, inner circle of 12 with AKs, middle ring of 15 covering every angle, outer ring of snipers and RPGs. This ain't some ragtag crew. Someone trained these bastards. Then I hear his voice on an encrypted channel. Nathan Reed, that snake, saying, "Let him die, no evac, no support." I'd know that smug tone anywhere. 3 years ago, he tanked my career after I caught him funneling weapons to narcos in Honduras. I had photos, crates of M16s, stacks of cash, but he spun a story, called me erratic, unfit, got me tossed out like yesterday's trash. Now he's CIA, running dirty ops, and these SEALs must have stumbled onto his latest side hustle. I set up on a ridge, 500 meters out, winds 10 kilometers per hour from the west, humidity screwing with my bullet drop. First shots at 3:12 a.m. A cartel spotter's head turns to mist. Second shot drops a sniper at 700 meters. I'm using tracer rounds to spook M, and Los Lobos loses it, spraying bullets like they're auditioning for an action flick. I move after every 2 shots, smearing mud and leaves on my face. Marine sniper school drilled that into me. Down below, the SEALs catch a break. Their CO, Captain Jake Harper, barking orders to push east. I'm their guardian angel now, picking off RPG gunners and machine gunners like it's a shooting gallery. But Reed's not done. He's screaming over the radio, calling in a chopper with 15 hired guns, heavy weapons, ETA 20 minutes. I switch to armor-piercing rounds, my thermal scope cutting through the fog. I tap into the SEAL's frequency. Triton 8, this is Shadow, northwest corridor's your exit, move in 5. Jake's voice snaps back. Who the hell are you? I grin, though he can't see it. Someone who doesn't leave warriors behind. I lay out the plan. Hit the valley 2 clicks west, I'll clear the path. Reed's voice cuts in, venom dripping. That's Lena Carter, my old screw-up. She's on that eastern ridge, loves high ground, moves after 2 shots. Bastards selling me out, putting a $300,000 bounty on my head. The cartel's counter-sniper team comes for me, led by some ex-Mexican Special Forces hotshot, Juan El Cuervo Vargas. He's got a Dragunov, fancy optics, and a rep for 150 kills. We play cat and mouse for 20 minutes, shots pinging through the mist. I set traps, heated rocks, and blankets to fake my heat signature, reflective tape to mess with his scope. He's good, but I'm better. I catch him when he lingers too long. My .50 cal punching through his chest at 1,000 meters. Adios, Cuervo. The SEALs break out, smoke and flashbangs covering their sprint. I drop 2 more RPG teams, but then Reed's chopper lands, and he steps out, M24 rifle in hand, flanked by South African mercs in gear that screams money. He's yelling, "Face me, Carter, if you've got the guts." I'm tempted, but the SEALs are still pinned by a mortar team. It's me or them. I stand, expose myself, and take the shot 200 meters, fog so thick I'm half guessing. The mortar explodes, taking out 4 cartel guys. Reed's bullet hits my vest, cracks a plate, but I'm still breathing. I pivot, catch moonlight in my scope's lens, and flash it into his night vision. 3 seconds of blindness. My shot's next. 850 meters, 12 kilometers per hour crosswind, 2.5 mils elevation. The round rips through Reed's chest, 20,000 joules of justice. He's done, sprawled on the dirt, his empire of lies bleeding out with him. The mercs scatter, half surrendering, half vanishing into the jungle. Los Lobos breaks like a cheap toy. The SEALs make the LZ, 2 journalists in tow, banged up but alive. I'm bleeding from a graze, dizzy from 4 hours of fighting. But when Jake Harper walks up, he's got this look, respect, the kind you earn in blood. "Lena Carter, the ghost of Ramadi," he says. "They said you bailed on your team." I laugh, bitter. They lied. Reed sold guns to killers while Marines died. I tried to stop him. Jake nods, like he gets it. We find Reed's radio logs, 2 years of deals, $5 million in narco cash, names of 3 other CIA traitors. It's a gold mine. 6 hours later, DC's in chaos. Congress calls hearings, my discharge gets reversed, back pay hits $400,000, and the Secretary of Defense sends a letter saying they screwed up. I tell him to keep their Joby, fight my way now. Reed's name gets erased from history, his medals revoked, his widow dodging hate mail from families he betrayed. The cartel boss, Miguel Santos, gets nabbed in a raid, his stash of U.S.-marked rifles blowing the lid off Reed's network. My story hits the news, CNN, NBC, you name it. I do a few interviews, call out the system's rot, land a book deal, shadows stand, and Netflix wants a doc. But the real kicker? A week later, I get a package, no sender, photos of a weapons depot in Ukraine, $800 million in gear, ready for the black market. A note says, "Ready for more?" Turns out, Reed was just a cog. There's a bigger machine, Cerberus. They call it siphoning off weapons across NATO. I'm not alone either. Colonel Aisha Khan, another vet burned by the system, runs a crew of outcasts like me, 40 of us, across 10 countries, all wronged, all ready to fight. They set me up in Panama, knew I'd hear that call, knew I'd act. Now we're the shadow network, hunting corruption, exposing traitors. I'm training again, my Barrett still singing at 1,600 meters. My boyfriend, Carlos, a vet counselor, gets me, him, and our dog, Triton, keep me grounded. But the fight's not over. Cerberus is out there, and so are we. So what do you think? Was I right to go rogue, to take down Reed and keep pushing? Or should I have stayed in my lane, let the system handle it? Drop a comment. Tell me your take. Have you ever had to stand up when everyone else looked away? Share this if you think one person can still make a difference. I'm Lena Carter, and I'm not done shining light into the dark.